Akahayena Hawaii lo kahia kunike olu olu kamana'u ha'a ko kulana ahunui alana kila aloha aloha well, aloha. We're here today on this beautiful day, this perfect day, and the sun comes out for us. We're here today celebrating aloha. Now here in Hawaii, the word aloha is a very, very special word, but it's also a very common word. And so I think on a very important day, it's important to understand the true meaning of the word, because it doesn't just mean hello or goodbye, like some people think. The word is very, very special. It's the true meaning of love. And it comes from two words, the word alo and the word ha. Now alo means to face something, to stand face to face and share something important. And ha means breath or spirit. Today you'll be sharing your aloha, your breath of life, with this person that you've come so far with. And we all get the great privilege to bear witness to that very important decision. Now, the word aloha can be broken down even further than that. Every letter in that very special word stands for its own word in the Hawaiian language that has a little bit to do with what love is all about. And the oli, the chant that I did to begin today's ceremony, explains these 5 very important pieces, which I'm sure you've used along your journey so far together. The first A stands for akahai, or kindness. That's certainly where love begins. I'm sure that's what brought you together in the first place, among many other things. The L stands for lokahi, or unity, togetherness. That's how love survives. I'm sure that's what's kept your relationship strong through your journey so far together. The O stands for olu olu, or gentleness, compassion. The H for ha'aha'a, or humility. And the last A stands for ahunui. The last line of the chant says, ahunui ala nakila. It means with patience comes the victory. And the two of you truly stand here today victorious. Because the person standing next to you loves you very much. Loves you enough to travel across an ocean and come here to this beautiful island to give their life to you. Now, today, the decision that you're making is a beautiful one, but it's also a very big decision. Maybe one of the biggest decisions a person can ever make in their lifetime. Because for the most part in our lives, we don't have the opportunity to choose who our families are. Usually our families are just something we are given. But our spouse, our partner, that's the family that you get to choose for yourself. So you stand here today choosing each other to not only be your partner in life, but also to be your family. And I can't think of many bigger decisions than that. But speaking of family, for just a second, I want you to gaze out at these individuals who have come here today to celebrate with you. And even though there's only a handful of us here in person, I want you to gaze off in this direction where I'm sure that there are so many people tuning in, sending their love from wherever they are, being here to support you on this beautiful day. Now, you certainly have a village, a tribe of people supporting you, and they will be there for you when times are challenging. But when times are the most challenging, I want you to turn towards each other. So if you could do that now. And I'd like you now to join hands. And I'd like you to look at this person. Truly look at this person. And I want you to think back to the first day your journey together started. The first time you saw this person's face. Think back to your first date. To your first kiss. Do you remember? Must have been a good one now. Think back to the first moment you felt your heart truly choose this person to give your life to. The first moment you were sure. And then the moment you knew your partner was sure as well. Wasn't that a good feeling? Maybe it wasn't even one moment. Maybe it was 100 or 1,000 tiny moments. And all of those beautiful moments have led you here in this moment holding this person's hand to tell them that you will never take them for granted. And think forward to every wonderful, beautiful, amazing moment you have yet to share together. Because the journey here is just the beginning, just the next step in your great adventure together. Through these legs. Now here in Hawaii, a lei is a beautiful symbol. The beauty in a lei is not in having it or making it or wearing it. The true beauty in a lei is in giving it to someone. Such as love, the most important part is not just in finding love. It's in finding a very special person to give it to. So these lei represent who you are as individuals. Every flower has been carefully selected and woven together just like all the pieces that make you who you are, what make you unique and special and different. So as you give this lei to your partner today, what you're saying is, I give you everything I am, and I accept everything you are in return. But I'd like to bless these lei as symbols of your love for each other. E ho mai ka ke mai luna mai e, o na mea una no e au, o na mele e ho mai. E ho mai e. Keep these back. Kiss them. I'm going to invite you now to share your own words of love to each other if you'd like to express your vows now.
You want to go first?
Max, we are finally here in this beautiful island of Hawaii in front of our dear family. And it's no surprise to me because if I had to live 1,000 lives and had to make 1,000 choices, I will always choose you. All the roads in life that I ever have to take, they all lead back to you. I have seen a tremendous growth, not just in you, but in our relationship as well. We have been through so many ups and downs, and through it all, I've never felt alone because I'm with you. You always had my back. You not only take care of me, but you take care of my whole family as well. You have embraced them as your own, even before we planned to get married, and for that, I'm always thankful. I promise to always respect you and always support your decision. I promise to always be loyal to you and to our marriage. I promise to care for you no matter what happens. I promise to stand by you as we build our life together. And most of all, I promise to let you live your best life, as you always say. I love you so much, and I promise to continue doing so for the rest of our lives.
Dee, standing here with you today by my side, I really feel blessed that we're hitting this milestone. To be a part of your life, which as of today becomes our life together. It's been quite a year for us, and I feel really lucky and thankful to have our family here and by our side and whoever else is watching on the stream. You first caught my attention at work when we were doing introductions, and you said, oh, you could drive a stick shift car. And then not long after that, we became friends, and the rest is history. Although I've not always made it easy for you, You've always loved and supported me without conditions, through thick and thin, literally. I love you for being my best friend, for always treating me with love, trust, respect, and for your infinite understanding and patience. Infinite. You bring out the best in me and you make it look so effortless. You are kind, warm, resilient, and always remind me to be present in the moment and appreciate our time together. Thank you for sticking with me, for always believing in me, and for being my biggest fan. I promise to support you, to honor you, and to love you unconditionally, even when we may disagree on something. I promise to always give you your space when you need it, and to always be understanding and supportive, no matter how stressed you get. I promise to always talk to you when I'm struggling and hold nothing back. I promise not to take our time together for granted and present you with and be present with you in the moment. D, I promise to show you for the rest of my life how much I love you. I can't imagine where I'd be without you, and I cannot wait to continue this wild ride with you by my side.
Today, you've exchanged vows and you've exchanged lays, but you've also brought beautiful rings as symbols of your love for each other. I'm going to ask you to take the ring for your partner and hold in the palm of these hands here. Ring here. Your other hand you can wrap around each other's waist. Now the beauty in these rings are not in what they contain, even though they're beautiful and precious and valuable. The true beauty is in what they represent. They represent all the great promises that you are making to each other, not just for this day, but every day to come. So no matter if your day takes you very close together or very far apart, if you ever feel sad or scared or lonely, you can draw strength from this ring on your finger, just like your partner holding your hand. Knowing that from this day forward, what it means is that you are never alone, that your partner walks with you everywhere you go. So I'm going to ask you now to face each other. Over and place the ring halfway through your finger. You're going to repeat after me. This vow is my promise.
This vow is my promise.
And this ring.
And this ring.
My gift of love to you.
My gift of love to you.
With all that I have.
With all that I have.
And all that I am.
And all that I am.
I promise to always.
I promise to always.
Be faithful and honest.
Be faithful and honest.
Patient and kind.
Patient and kind.
I will believe in you.
I will believe in you.
I will believe in us.
I will believe in us.
Because love never fails.
Because love never fails.
Wherever our paths take us.
Wherever our paths take us.
We will go together.
We will go together.
For all of my days.
For all of my days.
I give myself to you.
I give myself to you.
Please place the ring on your finger. Hold your left hand. You're going to put the ring on with your left hand. And we'll go right on down. And we're going to repeat after me. This vow is my promise.
This vow is my promise.
And this ring.
And this ring.
My gift of love to you.
My gift of love to you.
With all that I have.
With all that I have.
And all that I am.
And all that I am.
I promise to always.
I promise to always.
Be faithful and honest.
Be faithful and honest.
Patient and kind.
Patient and kind.
I will believe in you.
I will believe in you.
I will believe in us.
I will believe in us.
Because love never fails.
Because love never fails.
Wherever our paths take us.
Wherever our paths take us.
We will go together.
We will go together.
For all of my days.
For all of my days.
I give myself to you.
I give myself to you.
Please place the ring on his finger. Now we come to the most intimate and sacred part of today's ceremony. It's the honi honi, or the Hawaiian kiss. Now this is where the word aloha truly comes from. The sharing of your breath, of your life, of your love. So I'd like you to get close. Place your forehead and your nose together and just breathe. Ho'onani ka makuamau, te keki me ka uhane no, ke akuamau, ho'o mai ka ipu, o ke ia'au, o ke la'au, amen. There's one last tradition that I want to share with you. Here in Hawaii, when you talk about where you come from, in ancient times, you call it your one hanau, or the sands of your birth. Now, it's not necessarily the physical place that you're born or raised. It's all the places that have become a part of your journey or your story. So, these two little bags of sand represent your one hanau. If you look at the sand, it all looks the same. We're all made from the same stuff. But if you look closer, you can see that every grain is actually special and unique and different, just like you are. But after today, nothing will be quite the same because you'll never be two separate things ever again. So I'm going to ask you now to open your bag of sand. And I'm going to ask you to pour your sand together into this bag. This bag represents your future, your lives together from this point forward. Thank you. Now as you look at this new sand, nothing has changed. The unique grains, you're still the exact same people that you were yesterday. But Deanne, you'll never be able to take your sand away, right? Max, you'll never be able to figure out what was once your sand from hers. And just like your lives from this point forward, you will forever be blended, never be able to be separated. And no matter where you go in this big wide world, a little piece of Hawaii goes with you as part of your one hanau for the rest of your lives. I'm going to hold that for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you to join hands once again. Facing up. You can face it.
Okay.
Because today, you give an amazing gift. At the same time that you give that gift, you also receive that same gift from someone else. But with that gift does come responsibility. And just like these beautiful gardens, you don't own a garden, you tend to a garden. And you also tend to a marriage. You have to agree to treat each other with respect and dignity and kindness every day. To truly hold your relationship and your partner to be sacred. To be their rock and their champion, their hero, their confidant, their cheerleader. It sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But I think it's actually very simple. If you just spend your life trying to make your partner as happy as possible, that I know that you have everything you will ever need from this day forward. And so, I'd like you to look at each other as I ask you this very, very important question. This is what we've all been waiting for, right? Deanne, do you take Max to be your husband, your partner, and your friend all the days of your life?
I do.
Max, do you take Deanne to be your wife, your partner, and your friend all the days of your life?
I do.
Then it is my great honor and privilege to pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your husband.
We did it. Wait. Oh, yeah. Family, we, from the bottom of our hearts, we'd like to thank you guys for flying out here with us and just being here and supporting us for everything that you've done. We just appreciate you guys, and we will continue to appreciate you guys, and we look forward to a long life together. For those that weren't able to make it, we are hoping that you can enjoy this and get to see our special day here, and we hope that we can celebrate with you one day. And thank you for taking the time and watching, and we're excited to start this next chapter.
Thank you.
Family and friends, how about one more round of applause for our new Mr. and Mrs.
You're okay. You're all right?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.